What's up, y'all? This is Randall Branch. Welcome back to the channel. I would say good morning, but apparently we got subscribers in like Australia and stuff, so everybody's time zone is different, which is cool, man. That means that we're growing the channel. This audio today, and I got some videos coming out today, but I want to get this audio out. I'm driving right now. Hey, stop taking Looksmaxxing so far, guys. Like, there's so much I want to talk about with this topic, because Looksmaxxing, and obviously Looksmaxxing is a term, but you know what Looksmaxxing is maximizing your looks. That's amazing. You know, I talk about on the channel enough that Looksmaxxing is important, so I'm not gonna sit up here and act like Looksmaxxing isn't a good thing. But too many people are taking it to extremes, guys. Too many people are taking shit way too far. And well, like, my overarching point in this video is that I want people to stop taking Looksmaxxing advice from nerds, bro. You know, and when I say nerds, I don't mean people who are just super into Looksmaxxing, because there's nothing wrong with that. I'm talking about people who don't even talk to women in real life and try to make it seem like if guys don't have like a perfectly symmetrical face, or if guys have a slightly bigger nose, or if guys are 5'10" and a half instead of 5'10" and 3/4, that they can't talk to women. Like, you guys need to stop taking Looksmaxxing advice from these guys, bro. You know, these guys get on here and they start giving Looksmaxxing advice. They start telling guys how to become the most attractive version of themselves. You know, they start off cool. They say drink more water, get lean, find a skincare routine, find a workout plan, you know, sleep 8 hours, cut out processed food. Like, everything starts off cool, and then next thing you know, they take things left and they start talking about possible surgeries and doing all this goofy shit, guys. And it's like, you don't need all that. You know, a lot of people want to Looksmax. A lot of people want to improve their looks so that they can be the most attractive version of themselves, to attract the opposite gender, because women Looksmax too, but to attract the opposite gender, to have the most self-confidence. And then number 3 would be to attract business, career, and occupation opportunities and stuff like that. But I promise you, if you go to a job interview, if you go on a date, a woman or a job interviewer is not going to look at you and be like, oh, this person, you know, the third of his face is a little bit less symmetrical than the first 2/3, so, you know, he can't get the job, or I can't fuck with him. Like, it doesn't work like that, guys. You know, work on your attractiveness, but stop listening to these nerds that are just that just take shit too far, bro. Like, it's just too much, bro. It just, at some point, it gets to a point where it just becomes too much, right? And again, I love talking about stuff like this because I'm not somebody who's gonna get on here and act like attractiveness doesn't matter. So there is a middle ground, but just focus on the basic stuff. You don't need jaw fillers, right? Ladies, you don't need BBLs. Like, you guys don't need any of this shit, bro. This shit is goofy and it's getting out of hand, right? I want you guys to understand, and I talk about this a lot, and most people don't know this, and most people don't talk about this, but Looksmaxxing and what being attractive really is really being the healthiest version of yourself, right? People are biologically wired to find health attractive. Somebody who has clear skin, somebody who has a full set of hair, somebody who has, I mean, obviously, and if your hair, like, if you can't grow hair, then just cut it, right? But, you know, health markers, right? Clear skin, glowing skin, good posture, you know, stuff like that. Once you get your health markers on point and you take care of stuff like that, you'll be fine, bro. Like, everything else is really just extra. And then, not to mention the fact that a lot of these dudes, in my opinion, guys, are gay. And I don't say gay as in weird, I mean like literally gay. Like, as much as I love improving my looks and stuff, I never look at a man and be like, oh, that man's a 6.6 and that man's a 7.9. Like, bro, like, that's what these Looksmaxxers be doing, like rating other men's faces and stuff like that. Like, we're not doing that, guys. We're not doing that. All right, stop taking this Looksmaxxing shit to extremes. Focus on being the healthiest version of yourself. Focus on being the most attractive version of yourself. Okay, Randall, you're saying not to take things to extremes. You're saying I don't need extremes, so what should I do? You probably already know what to do. You know, you consider stuff like jaw fillers and whatever, height lengthening surgery, meat lengthening surgery. Like, what the fuck are we doing, bro? But you won't even get lean. Like, first of all, as a man, and I know we have some women on this channel too, so women, add 10% to this. As a man, bro, if you're not below 15%, bro, you're shooting yourself in the foot, right? You don't even know what you look like. So just get below 15%, get to about 8 to 14% body fat. Find where you want to, you know, live in between that range. Eat healthy, eat whole foods, right? Cut out processed foods. You don't have to cut out sugar and salt completely, but monitor your sugar and salt. Make sure that your sugar and salt is coming from proper places, right? Your sugar should be coming from natural sugars for the most part. Right? You can add a little bit of processed sugar, like if you had like a protein powder or whatever and stuff like that. A little bit of that is okay, but most of your sugar should be coming from like fruits and like honey, right? Your salt, you don't want to cut out salt completely. If you don't eat salt, a lot of Looksmaxxers say no salt, just eat a whole bunch of potassium. That's how you hold water. You want a good balance between both, right? Find a good skincare routine. Improve your posture. Make sure that you're stretching. Do stuff like dead hangs and roll out and stretch your low back so that you don't have poor posture. A lot of dudes get in the gym and they have like a hunchback, right? Get good posture. Get good sleep. Make sure your gut health is on point. Take vitamins, right? Very basic stuff that you guys can be doing that will allow for you to be the most attractive version of yourself and allow for you to put yourself in the best position for the opposite sex, right? And also put yourself in the best position to be your most self-confident, and also put yourself in the best position to get certain job opportunities, right? And certain career opportunities, certain business and entrepreneurial opportunities. But I don't want you guys to have this mindset of like these nerds, bro. That shit is not happening. Like in real life, nobody cares about that. Nobody cares about having the most perfectly symmetrical face. Do the best that you can do with what God has given you, and focus on being the most attractive version of yourself. But don't take this shit so serious to where you plan on getting surgeries and you plan on doing a whole bunch of crazy stuff. And stop, and then realize when you're taking shit too far. You know, you guys want to start comparing other men's faces and stuff like that. Like, stop doing that. So this is just a little morning rant. You know, I'm finna go to the store to get some food, y'all. If you guys missed my last video, I took you guys through the foods that I'm currently eating. You know, a lot of you guys will skip over a video like that, but then you'll go watch a video about thumb pulling. Like, the diet is extremely important. So I'm finna go into Winco right here, get some food. I hope you guys enjoy this audio. Stop taking Looksmaxxing advice from these nerds who don't even talk to women in real life. You know, and if you're a woman watching this, you know, you really have it much easier, I think. You know, you don't even need like the BBLs and all that goofy shit, bro. Just do the same thing I'm talking about. Eat healthy, stretch, work out, drink water, get sleep. This shit is very simple, guys. But you have to do that on a day-to-day basis, okay? That's going to help you become the most attractive version of yourself. I'll see you guys later today for some vids. We're kicking it off with this audio, man. Stop taking Looksmaxxing advice from nerds. And when I say nerds, I'm not talking about people who are passionate about self-improvement. I'm talking about goofies, bro. That's what I mean when I say nerds. Okay, stop taking Looksmaxxing advice from goofies. All right, if you guys want to book a strategy call, check the first link in the description. If you guys want to customize or personalized training nutrition programs, you guys want to join my 6-month coaching program, you guys want to access my clothing line, my ebooks and programs, everything that you guys need will be in the description. We're going to do 2 videos today, so I'll see you guys later for those. Peace out. Randall Branch Media, check it out. Hope you guys enjoyed this audio. Peace.